Every night I dream of freedom, and then I open my eyes and I'm in the same familiar jail cell. I take a few minutes to swallow my disappointment and begin my morning push-ups. Maybe tomorrow I'll wake up somewhere else. This is important, especially if you are at home and you're not yet as successful as you want to be, if you don't have your life in exactly the place you want it, if you still feel trapped, whether it's financially or some other way. You wake up and you must be dreaming of freedom, but when your eyes open, after the disappointment, swallow the disappointment, take a minute and look around you and say, I deserve more than this. But then, what's the important point? You must begin to work. I did not miss a single day of training in that jail cell. I didn't sit and say, I'm too depressed, I'm too sad, it's too cold in this freezing cell, I didn't eat enough because it's Ramadan. No excuses. Every single day we trained, we woke up disappointed, we swallowed the disappointment, and we got the training. If we could train in a freezing cold jail cell in Romania, the cockroaches all around us, with no idea when we're going to be allowed freedom once again, you can train in a nice gym, air-conditioned gym in California. What is your excuse?
Do you want to be a bitch today? Do you want to feel like a little bitch? Do you want to walk around all day knowing that you could, but you didn't? I will go to the start line of a race, and there's videos of me out there. You will see black compression tape on my ankles. I have broken feet at the start line of a 135-mile race. If you go back, you will see as I'm finishing the race, you will see this black compression tape floating behind me. I trained for that race with broken fucking feet.
If you imagine something truly and fully, if you truly, completely imagine it, to a degree, your body will react to it. Let me give you an example. If you truly imagined yourself at war, day after day, you imagined yourself under attack, defeating the Matrix agents, you're top G, you're walking through life, the agents are coming, you're doing Aikido, and you're destroying them, and you're the most powerful man in the world. If you truly imagined that and felt it in your mind to the point where you thought you were there and you felt it in your body, I would guarantee you, after X amount of time, you would have a higher testosterone level and your muscles would be stronger than if you didn't. I will guarantee you that. Everything is war. Trying to find a way to escape your slave job is war. Sitting in the commute without losing your patience is war. Training to become stronger than before is war. Keeping your wife happy and your children inspired is war. And it cannot be avoided, and I'll tell you why it's war. Because war is two opposing sides trying to achieve the same goal. The car you want, the reason it's so expensive is because others people want it. The beautiful woman, everyone wants her. Everything about life as a man is war. It is conflict because you are competing against the other men who want it the same. This idea that you can go through life as a man and avoid war is probably the biggest mistake that most men make. Running a business is war. Running an online company, it's war. Life as a man is war. You need to wake up and view it exactly as what it is. Everything I desire, other men are trying to get. This is a war and I must outcompete them. Even in jail, it was a war for who could stay most calm. I was surrounded by people who lost their minds and I refused. It was a battle. While others complain that they do not feel happy enough, I'm happy I'm struggling. Do you understand? I'm happy to be struggling. That is the beauty of life as a man, to be great. If you concern yourself only with being happy, you are once again acting like a female or a child. I want to be happy. Who cares? I want to be great. Would you rather be a loser who's always smiling, or would you rather be a stressed winner? Because I'll tell you something about winners. Most of them are stressed. So you have to sit here and ask yourself, do you want to be a happy loser that's insignificant? Nobody knows you exist. Women don't respect you. Nobody cares if you live or die, but you get to smile all the time. Or do you want to be one of the most important people on the planet with a little bit of stress? If you stop caring about being happy and you start caring instead about being great, guess what you end up being? Along with great. You end up happy if you forget about happiness and try to become great. You will never be successful if you're concerned about being happy, so forget about it.
This is the difference between the good and the great. The good, they talk about it, sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. The great execute. You just got to make one more shot than they make. One more run than they make. You just got to last one more quarter than they last. You just get one more out than they get. Execution. Execution. You just one more push up than the next man, one more free throw than the next man's willing to take. That's all you gotta do. to be great, all you got to do is just a little bit more than the next person is willing to do. And if you're willing to execute just a little bit more, if you look at Michael Jordan when he played, he made millions. And if you looked at how many points he scored, it was like 29, and the next guy was like 27, 28. What does that mean? Michael Jordan just made one more basket than the average player in the NBA, and that one more basket made him a millionaire. And I'm telling you, you're not where you want to be financially. You are not where you want to be in your personal life. And it's not going to take 20 shots. For some of you, it's one more shot. For some of you, it's two more shots. And you have not given yourself enough credit to say, I just need to get up a half hour earlier and my whole life will change. I just need to work 1 hour longer. I need to stop hitting that snooze button.
Champions aren't found on the podium with their hand up. No, champions are found in lab studies. The thousands of hours of hard work when no one's watching. That's what makes the will unstoppable. When you're in here and no one else is, and you're pushing yourself harder than anybody with no one around.
The reason why you're a loser, the reason why you're not fucking making it, you're lazy, you know exactly what to do. It just sucks doing it.
Winners, the difference between them and the spectators is the winners have a belief that overrides the crowd's disbelief every single time.
As enemies attempt to attack your energy and lower your vibration, understand this: power is untouchable. Sometimes power is simply not giving a fuck. If you're already working hard, you're already going to the gym, you make sure that you're getting as much muscles as possible, as much money as possible, and you don't waste your time, you don't smoke weed, you don't play video games, you can just ignore that girl. The most powerful move you can make is ignore her, because you're on your ascent. She is likely on her descent. You're going to continue your ascent, and she's going to have to watch you for the rest of her life be the man that she could have been with that she's no longer good enough for. And if you're on the right path doing the right things, God is going to teach them a lesson for simply failing to be a good person to you while they had the chance.
If you want revenge for the bad things that have happened in your life, start with the version of you that hasn't lived up to your potential. When your friends start to say, you've changed, remember it's because they don't know how to say, you've grown.
And every day you wake up, it sucks. And when it's over, you feel better. It sucks, you feel better. Every step you take in that journey, for me, I run every day. Fucking hate it. But every step I take, I'm like, all right, motherfucker, you're beating the demon again.
A lot of people teach about better as if it were magic, as if it would happen simply or easily. But in reality, it's not that simple. Many are the times that I've had people come up and say, I want a double portion of your spirit. And I say, do you want a double portion of my trouble? Because you can't get a double portion of my spirit until you can stand a double portion of my trouble. You can't just stay in the same spot and do the same things that you've always done and expect to get a different result. You've got to take action. We don't understand the human requirement in the miracles of God. We walk away with praise to God, but absolve ourselves of human responsibility. God has created us to be collaborative in the miraculous, that we have a responsibility to take action. Just because you're spiritual doesn't mean you get to pray for a job and stay at home. I'm just going to watch TV and hit the remote control. You'll never get to better if you don't get on the road. Jacob says, if you don't move, you're going to die. And don't act like God has failed you when you have failed to move. Somebody say, I'm on the road. I'm on the road to better. There's something I'm after. There's something I want to see done. And I'm tired of sitting around assessing the same old troubles and going through the same old things. I'm tired of complaining. I got to move from here. Deliver me from people who will not take action. And God says action is required on you. You got to get on the road. And God knows that some of us won't move if we're too comfortable.
Reminder for anyone internally debating weekend plans. If you don't want to go, don't go. If they care whether you go or not, they don't care about you. And if they care about you, they don't care if you go or not. Just because you have free time doesn't mean anyone who asks for it is entitled to it. I'm astounded by how many people want to be spectacular in life but also want to be normal. By being normal, you are, by definition, aiming for average. Normal people get normal results. Exceptional people get exceptional results. You literally can't do what everyone else does and expect to not get what everyone else has got. By doing what everyone else does, you guarantee average results.
But you have a choice to make. Do you want to sit down and go back to that guy you once were? No. So this is what it takes. Where are you going to end up if you quit this shit? Where are you going to go? What are you going to say to yourself? You're not done yet, motherfucker. Get back to fucking work. It's time to get back to work. Stop hearing yourself talk. Get off the podcast. Don't be on social media too much. Cut out all the fucking noise. Get back to the fucking mental lab.
Stay focused. Stay locked in. This world is loud, full of distractions, full of noise that's designed to pull your eyes off the goal. Every second, something's trying to steal your attention. Doubt, fear, comparison, failure, comfort, laziness, excuses. People who don't see what you see. People who don't believe in the vision. But you didn't come this far to fold now. You didn't survive everything you've survived just to lose sight of why you started. The goal is the goal, period. You've got to wake up every single day and remind yourself why you began. Remind yourself what's at stake. Your future is on the line. Your purpose is on the line. Your family, your name, your destiny, it's all riding on your ability to stay focused. There are going to be days when your body wants to quit, days when your mind says, let's take it easy. But that's when the winners rise. That's when the focused separate themselves from the distracted. You've got to want this like air. You've got to chase it like your life depends on it. Because in many ways, it does. The goal doesn't care how tired you are. It doesn't care what happened yesterday. It's still waiting for you. So get back up, fix your eyes forward, lock in, grind with purpose, move with intent. This is not the season for half effort. This is not the season for comfort. This is the season for sacrifice, for discipline, for relentless pursuit. You're not always going to feel motivated, but you can be consistent. You can be faithful. You can keep showing up, even when it's hard, even when no one claps, even when no one believes. Because this isn't about them, it's about you versus the version of you that gave up too soon. Every second you waste scrolling, doubting, complaining, hesitating, that's time you'll never get back. Focus is a choice. You can train your mind to ignore the noise. You can build a vision so clear that distractions disappear. But you've got to protect it. You've got to starve the excuses and feed the fire. Your life will only grow as big as your ability to stay focused. Dreams don't die because they're impossible. They die because people get distracted. Stay focused when it's hard. Stay focused when it's lonely. Stay focused when you feel like nothing is working. Because the harvest only comes after the planting, after the watering, after the long nights and early mornings. You've got to endure the process. You've got to keep pressing, keep praying, keep working, keep believing. Because the enemy of greatness is not failure, it's distraction. You are too gifted to waste your gifts scrolling through other people's success. You are too called to be caught up in comfort. Get out of your feelings, get out of your own way, and get back to work. The goal is still possible. The vision is still alive, but your focus will determine if you ever touch it. Stay hungry, stay humble, stay focused. Don't let the setbacks stop you. Don't let people's opinions detour you. Don't let the delay fool you. It's still coming, but only for those who endure, only for those who stay locked in. So if you feel tired, good. That means you're pushing. If you feel stretched, good. That means you're growing. And if you feel tested, great. That means you're getting close. Focus is the difference between almost and accomplished. Between regret and reward. Between someday and today. Don't just talk about it, be about it. Don't just post about it, work for it. Every hour matters. Every decision counts. Every sacrifice is worth it. You don't have time to waste. The clock is ticking. The world is waiting. You were not made to blend in. You were made to break through. So get laser focused, cut the noise, cancel the doubt, ignore the distractions, silence the fear, lock in on the goal, and don't stop until it's yours.